Today we're going to take a look at finishing from rubber guard with the reverse triangle Kimura. Alright, so let's start at the start. First we need to get into our position. We have multiple entries, but for now, especially if my opponent is partialed up like so, I'm going to move my hand inside of the arm and knee pulling down, get up and catch immediately into an overhook position. Now if he wants to get up, then I'm just going to be sticking towards him. Now I'm going to shift my hips out. As my hips shift out, I'm going to throw my leg up and catch. If you don't have the flexibility to do that, you can put your feet on his hips, get some more angle, throw yourself to the side and then catch. This should be possible for everybody. Now, to make sure my opponent stays in, first of all, my secondary leg is active, which means I'm not just going to let it drop here, because if he starts sitting on it, everything will get a lot more difficult for me. So I'm going to preferably put it on the hip and keep it squeezed inside. Now I'm going to use my hand. It's going to go behind the head and towards my foot. As it goes towards my foot, I pummel it inside his armpit, right here. Now if he wants to posture up, I have pretty good control over his posture, and again that gives me access to the triangle. If he doesn't want to posture up, fine, I'm just going to push his hands away, get the handle. Here, we're going to go over. And from here, instead of switching to a normal triangle, I lock up the reverse triangle right there. Now, we can finish with a choke here, but usually that's not what that's not our ideal finish, because it's quite difficult actually to get all the way towards the back to the position where we need to be in to be able to choke him here. So instead, what I'm going to opt to do, we keep control over the head, which is a good way to make sure he doesn't posture up and out. So if he wants to go up, we still have control here. We have a lot of weight onto him. I'm going to use my other hand to reach behind. I'm going to press the wrist. Now you can get your second hand in and switch to a complete Kimura grip, but even if he now resists with the arm, it's actually quite difficult for him to keep me there. If you have a really strong guy, maybe he has his hands tucked in behind, we can go full Kimura grip. Right there. Beautiful thing about this is even if he tries to grab his own leg, because of the torque I have with my leg, it's quite easy to push off and get into a position where I can finish. Still. So, let's go through all that again. So, fight inside, grab the overhook, shift your hips out, get into the rubber guard position. Catch your foot behind the head and start fighting to go inside of the arms to lock up your initial reverse triangle. From here we keep control of the head and we can start to seize the wrist. You can try to finish with one hand or lock the Kimura grip and finish with two hands. Yeah? So, pummel outside, shift the hips out, catch. Make sure we keep control of the head, start fighting the arm, lock immediately. From here, finish. Get into rubber guard, control the overhook, shift the hips out, throw them over. Grab your foot, start controlling the arm. Fight for position here, lock up initial triangle. Keep control, either finish with one hand or go into full Kimura grips right there. That's it, let's go.